Imagine living in a country where your monthly salary equals the price of a Starbucks latte, where owning an iPhone could get your entire family executed, where the elite eat white rice while millions starve. Lee Kang-min was at the top of North Korea's economy, a presidential guard with privileges most North Koreans can't even dream of. His Pyongyang apartment would be worth millions in Seoul, but when he calculated the real cost of that, luxury, his children's freedom, his family's safety, even the truth itself, he made a choice that Wall Street would call the ultimate risk arbitrage. He traded everything for freedom. And the exchange rate? His family's lives against minus 40-degree mountains and 77 days on the run. Subscribe to understand the reality behind the world's most isolated economy. It all started on a clear fall day in Pyongyang, October 2023. I still remember that day. My heart pounded as I walked into the Guard Command conference room. The deputy commander looked at me and smiled. "Kang-min, congratulations. You've been chosen. Chosen to protect Kim Ju-ae, the daughter of Kim Jong-un. You know how it works in North Korea. Being a guard isn't just any job. And protecting someone from the supreme bloodline, that's another level." I was 33. My father had served Kim Jong-il as a bodyguard, and now I was following in his footsteps. I went home and told my wife, Miran. She covered her mouth in shock. "Really? Oh my God, you... That's incredible." Our home turned into a celebration. My mother bowed before my late father's photograph and wept. "Your son made it. He became a great guard, just like you." Back then, I didn't know. This wasn't a blessing. It was a curse. We lived on Changwang Street in Pyongyang's Central, District 1 of the best neighborhoods in North Korea. High-rise apartment buildings lined the street. Our place was on the 15th floor. Through the window, you could see the Taedong River. Every morning, the sun rose over the water. Beautiful, I thought. Normal, I thought. "Daddy, you protect Kim Ju-ae?" My 5-year-old son, Jun Seo, asked with wide eyes. "That's right, buddy. Daddy protects the most important person." Whenever I put on my uniform, Jun Seo would salute. "Daddy's so cool." My 3-year-old daughter, Seo Yeon, would clap. Seeing that filled me with pride. I'm a father they can look up to. My wife taught English at Pyongyang University of Foreign Studies. "Smart and beautiful. We can live like this because of you," she'd say. And it was true. Because I was a guard, we got proper rations. The kids attended the best kindergarten in Pyongyang. That October, Kim Ju-ae made her first public appearance. She was 10, small, fragile. My job? Stay 3 meters away and watch the perimeter. When she stepped out of the car, I saw her face. Pale, tense. But the moment the cameras rolled, everything changed. She smiled brightly, waved. The blood of the supreme leader, I thought. After the event, heading back to the car, the cameras stopped. Her smile disappeared. Exhausted, she climbed into the vehicle. Something felt off, uncomfortable. But I shook my head. What am I thinking? She's the future leader. At home, my mother had dinner ready. She was 61, but still strong. "My son worked hard today. Go wash up and eat." Her voice was always warm. White rice, meat dishes, kimchi on the table. Only possible for a Pyongyang official's family. "Jun Seo, Seo Yeon, let's eat with Daddy." Watching my kids hold their little spoons and eat, that felt like happiness. Miran ladled soup and smiled. "Honey, you worked so hard today." That night before bed, I looked out the window. The Pyongyang skyline sparkled. The bridge over the Taedong River glowed with lights. I'm so lucky. This beautiful place. My loving family. The best assignment. That's what I thought. But something gnawed at me. Kim Ju-ae's expression. The smile that appeared for the cameras and vanished when they stopped. Why does a 10-year-old have to do that? No, I'm just seeing things wrong. I shook my head again. That's how I fell asleep. I didn't know. This small doubt would change my life. My entire family's fate. The next day and the day after, I performed my duties faithfully. I protected Kim Ju-ae from 3 meters away. I came home to be a loving husband and father. Pyongyang's fall was beautiful. Our family was happy, at least until then. Winter 2023 was coming, and with it, truths I never imagined began to surface. The closer I got to Kim Ju-ae, the deeper my unease grew. The position I thought was a blessing, it was actually a prison. I just didn't know it yet. As winter 2023 deepened, I saw more. About 2 months into protecting Kim Ju-ae, we had a military base inspection scheduled. She was supposed to give a speech in front of soldiers. A 10-year-old giving a speech to troops. Sounds strange now, but back then it felt normal. 5 in the morning, I went to pick her up. Still dark. Inside the residence, I saw something odd in the hallway. Jue sat in a chair surrounded by 5 or 6 people. Someone fixing her hair, someone dressing her, someone holding a script. Jue, you need to say this part more forcefully, an official said. She rubbed her eyes and nodded. Okay. Her voice was tiny, tired. That moment hit me. This is rehearsed. Even with superior bloodline, a 10-year-old, waking up at dawn to practice speeches. In the car, she stared out the window and sighed quietly. Then she looked at me. What do you do when you go home? The question caught me off guard. I play with my kids, eat dinner, things like that. She nodded and looked back out the window. Must be nice. You know what that was? Envy. The child from the highest bloodline in North Korea, who seemed to have everything she envied in ordinary family's daily life. We arrived at the event. Hundreds of soldiers stood in formation, at least 10 cameras. The moment Jue stepped out of the car, her expression changed. The tired little girl vanished. A confident, spirited presence emerged. Dear comrade soldiers, her voice echoed through the speakers. Hard to believe this was the same child from the car. The speech ended. Soldiers applauded. Long live, but I saw it. Behind the cameras, an official signaled with hand gestures. Jue watched those signals. When to wave, when to bow, all choreographed. This isn't real. The thought struck me. After the event, heading back, Jue stopped in a camera-free hallway. I'm in pain, she said quietly. She'd been standing for over an hour, giving speeches, taking photos, shaking hands. An official responded coldly. Jue, just hang on a bit longer. Just to the car. A 10-year-old says she's hurting and there's no comfort, just hang on. That evening, I hugged Junseo at home. Daddy! He ran into my arms, laughing. I drew a picture at kindergarten today. A 5-year-old's laughter genuine. Nothing staged. When does Kim Jue laugh for real? The thought came suddenly. A few days later, another event. A school visit. Filming Jue studying with other kids. All staged. Where she'd sit. Which book to open. Which kids beside her. All decided. During a break, Jua said she needed the restroom. I waited in the hallway. Then I heard laughter from the next classroom. Kids playing. Jue came out and looked toward that classroom. Through the window, children ran and played. The look in her eyes. Sadness. A child who wanted to join but couldn't. Jue, we need to go, an official urged. She turned and walked back to the filming. Her back looked so small. That night I couldn't sleep. Kim Jue kept appearing in my mind. 10 years old. 5 years older than Junseo. Junseo ran around with friends, watched his favorite cartoons, threw tantrums sometimes. Isn't that normal? But Jue was always surrounded by people. No time alone. Couldn't say what she wanted. Couldn't go where she wanted. Even when she hurt, she had to endure. Is this really the blessing of superior blood? Doubt began to grow. One day in December, bitterly cold. Jue attended an outdoor event. Minus 15 degrees. Adults were freezing. How must a child have felt? During filming, her hands trembled. Her lips turned blue, but no one stopped filming. Just a bit more, the director shouted. Finally, filming ended. The moment Jue got in the car, she shivered. A nurse handed her a heat pack. Well done, Jue. She couldn't even answer. Just clutched the heat pack with trembling hands. That evening, I hugged 3-year-old Seo-yeon at home. She was playing in a warm room. Daddy, are you cold? Seo-yeon touched my hands. Yeah, Daddy's hands are cold. I'll warm them up for you. She pressed my hands to her cheeks. I almost cried. My kids could play in a warm room. Kim Jue trembled in minus 15 degrees. My kids could say it hurts when they hurt. Jue had to endure. That night, I carefully asked Miran, Honey, our kids, they're happy, right? Miran looked at me strangely. Of course. Why are you asking that suddenly? Nothing, just I couldn't say more. But my heart knew. Kim Jue wasn't happy. No matter how high her bloodline, that child was just pitiful. And a more terrifying thought came. What if what if Seo-yeon had to live like that? Just imagining it was horrifying. 2023 was ending. Snow fell on Pyongyang streets. New Year preparations were underway. But something colder than snow took root in my heart. Doubt. Doubt about everything I'd believed. About the system. About loyalty. About this life itself. Protecting Kim Jue up close, I realized something. Even those at the very top aren't free. They're trapped in the biggest prison of all. What about us then? Is our family truly free? The answer would come in 2024, in a very cruel way. The new year arrived. January 2024. Pyongyang streets buzzed with holiday spirit. Kim Il-sung Square held New Year celebrations. People smiled and shouted, "Long live!" But inside the guard command, the air felt different. Something was off. Kang Min, report to the conference room. I was summoned in mid-January. About 20 guards sat there. Everyone looked tense. The deputy commander stood. "Comrades, we're restructuring the security system." The room froze. Restructuring in North Korea isn't good news. Some comrades will transfer to other departments. This is the party's decision. No objections. His voice was ice cold. After the meeting, a senior guard whispered to me, "Kang Min, be careful. Something's not right lately." He'd been a guard 5 years longer than me. "Why?" I asked. He glanced around. "Something's moving at the top, related to Kim Ju-ai." I didn't understand then, but I felt uneasy. A few days later, that senior disappeared. "Where's Comrade Choi?" I asked. Another official answered coldly, "Reassigned." "Focus on your work, not him." "Reassigned? Just like that?" You know what it means in North Korea when someone suddenly vanishes. It's not good. My heart sank. That evening at home, I felt uneasy. No appetite. Miran looked worried. "Honey, is something wrong?" "You don't look well." "I'm fine." A lie. But I didn't want to worry her. By February, things got worse. 5 more guards disappeared. Reassignment. Transfer to another department. That's all we heard. No one knew where they went. The remaining guards started suspecting each other. Who's the informant? Who's reporting to the party? We used to joke around, relax together. Now everyone stayed silent. "Kang Min, watch what you say," a colleague warned. "Even our conversations get reported." Hearing that gave me chills. Guards watching each other. One evening, my mother noticed my expression. "Son, what's troubling you?" She always read my mind. "Nothing, Mother. Work's just been tough." Mother took my hand. "Your father had hard times as a guard too. But he said you just have to trust the party and stay loyal. Trust the party." That used to comfort me. Not anymore. Late February, the decisive moment came. Kim Ju-ae had an event. Security was unusually tight that day. Twice the normal number of guards. Something special, I thought Kim Jong-un himself was attending. During the event, I stood beside Ju-ae. I overheard high-ranking officials talking. "How's the succession situation?" one asked. "Nothing's confirmed yet. We have to watch how things develop," another answered. "Succession? Not confirmed?" My mind raced. I thought Kim Ju-ai was the successor. "It's not confirmed? Then what have we been doing?" More shocking words followed. "If the direction changes, what happens to the current Ju-ae team?" "You know, they'll be dealt with." Dealt with? I knew exactly what that meant. That night I didn't sleep at all. Cold sweat soaked my body. We're in danger. Those of us who've seen Kim Ju-ae up close, we're the problem. Think about it. We saw everything about Kim Ju-ae. The stage moments, the real moments, the vulnerable moments. If the succession plan changes, we who know those secrets can't be left alive. The next morning, Miran asked worriedly, "Honey, you tossed and turned all night. Are you okay?" Miran. I started to speak, then stopped. What could I say? That we're in danger? I couldn't say anything yet. Early March. I went to work as usual. Suddenly called to the deputy commander's office. Security bureau people were there. "Comrades, new security protocols take effect today," a security bureau official announced, spreading documents. "Work related to Kim Ju-ae is top secret. Never mention it to family. Violations will be severely punished." Severely punished. Everyone knew what that meant. One more thing. Your families may also be subject to investigation. Families? My wife and children too? That moment, everything became clear. We were already trapped in the snare called Ju-ae security. We could be eliminated at any time. At lunchtime in the restroom, I looked in the mirror. A 34-year-old face, pale and drained. This can't go on. I have to do something. But what could I do? This is North Korea. You can't question the party's decisions. That evening at home, Jun Seo ran to me. "Daddy, I learned a song about the supreme leader at kindergarten today." My 5-year-old sang proudly. Watching him, I felt like crying. I have to protect this child. Seo-yeon too. "Miran?" "Mother." That night after Miran fell asleep, I looked out the window alone. The Pyongyang skyline still sparkled, but it no longer looked beautiful. I'd learned what secrets, what terrors hid behind those lights. "Father, did you feel this too?" I thought of my late father, a lifelong guard who served with loyalty. But was he truly happy? Mid-March, another colleague disappeared. Someone I'd worked with for 2 years. There yesterday. Gone today. Where's Kim? I asked. An official glared sharply. Kang-min, you're asking things you shouldn't. Be careful. That look. A warning. That night I decided, I can't just sit here and let this happen. I have to find a way. But defection? Unimaginable. A guard defecting was suicide. Border surveillance everywhere. The security bureau would hunt me down. But I couldn't just sit here waiting to be eliminated. My family was in danger. Late March, a Kim Ju-ae event was canceled. No reason given. Just party decision. I heard officials whispering in the hallway. Health issues, they say. No, there's another reason. Health issues? What health issues for an 11-year-old? More questions piled up. More terror descended. I carefully asked my mother at home, Mother, if we had to leave Pyongyang, what would you do? Mother looked at me in shock. Why would you say that? Just in case. Mother watched me for a long time, then spoke. Son, before your father passed, he said something. Family is most important. The party, the country, they matter, but family comes first. Those words struck my heart. March 2024 was ending. Spring was coming, but my heart felt colder than winter. And I felt it. Time was running out. A moment of decision was approaching. What that decision would be, I wasn't sure yet. But one thing was certain. I had to protect my family, no matter what. That day was March 3rd, 2024. A day I'll never forget. A meeting at Kim Ju-ae's residence. Security route inspection, so I attended. After the meeting, while organizing documents, an official got an urgent call and rushed out. Left his briefcase on the desk. Half open. I saw red letters. A document stamped top secret. I looked around. No one there. My heart pounded. Don't look. Just leave. That's what my head said, but my hands already held the document. I opened the first page. Saw the title. Report on Kim Ju-ae's health status and future measures. My hands trembled. I kept reading. Recent health examination revealed sleep disorders and appetite loss due to psychological stress. Medical opinion suggests excessive public activities as the cause. An 11-year-old can't sleep, can't eat from stress. My heart sank. I turned the page and saw it. Reconsideration of succession structure required. Kim Ju-ae's current condition makes long-term public activities unsustainable. Reviewing alternatives. Reconsideration? Alternatives? My hands went weak. The next page was even more shocking. Complete restructuring of current security system planned. Relocation and security measures for personnel with Kim Ju-ae-related information. Some personnel classified as special management targets. Special management targets. I knew what that meant. In North Korea, special management means purge. The last page had a list. Names lined up. Guards. I saw my name. Lee Kang-min, Level 2 management target. A small note beside it. Intensify family surveillance. Take action if necessary. Family included? That moment, my whole body froze. Miran, Junseo, Seoyeon, even Mother, all in danger. Footsteps in the hallway. I quickly put the document back and left. The official returned and grabbed his briefcase, glaring sharply. Kang-min, what were you doing? Just organizing documents. My voice shook. I see. Good work. You can go. He left, but that look. Suspicion. Driving home, my hands kept shaking. Hard to drive. Did he catch me? Was there a camera? What now? I got home. Junseo ran to the door. Daddy! Seeing my 5-year-old's smiling face, I almost cried. I have to protect these kids, no matter what. At dinner, I couldn't eat. Miran asked worriedly. Honey, why do you look like that today? Are you sick? No, just tired. A lie. After putting the kids to bed, Miran and I sat alone. I couldn't hide it anymore. Miran, we need to talk. My voice trembled. Miran looked serious. What is it? We're in danger. That's how I began. I told her everything. Kim Ju-ae's real situation. Colleagues disappearing. The top secret document I saw today. All of it. Miran's face went white. So, we're really in danger. Yes, our whole family. Long silence. Miran took my trembling hand. What do we do? I couldn't answer. What could we do? This is North Korea. You can't challenge the party. That night, I didn't sleep at all. Watching Miran sleep beside me, thinking of the kids in the next room, my heart ached. Around 4 in the morning, I quietly got up and went to the living room. Mother was awake. Son, can't sleep? Mother asked. I sat beside her. After a long silence, I asked, Mother, was father truly happy? Mother looked at me for a long time, then sighed. Son, there's something I hid from you. Your father had a hard time in his later years, too. What? Being a guard was his pride, but sometimes it scared him. He said knowing too much was dangerous. That's why he wanted to tell you not to be a guard, but the party chose you. Nothing we could do. Tears welled in Mother's eyes. Son, what are you thinking right now? I lowered my head. Mother, our family's in danger. How dangerous? Very. Extremely. Mother gripped my hand tight. Her 61-year-old hand was still warm. Son, do what you decide. I trust you. Your father in heaven would say the same. Those words brought tears, but Mother, it's too dangerous. All of us. Still, family should stay together, right? That dawn I made my decision. Defection. Something I'd never imagined. A guard defecting was nearly impossible, but there was no other way. Stay here, our family dies slowly. We might just disappear one day. Better to try escaping and die trying. Morning of March 4, I didn't go to work. Instead, I told Miran, don't go to school today. Don't send the kids to kindergarten either. Why? Miran asked, shocked. Starting today, we prepare. We have to. Leave. Miran bit her lip. We're really doing this? Yes. No other way. That morning, the guard command called. Kangmin, why didn't you report in? I'm not feeling well. I'll take sick leave. A lie. Sick leave? Where's your medical certificate? I'll bring it tomorrow. I hung up. I knew time was short. A day, 2 days, probably that much. From that day, I frantically gathered information. Military maps, border intelligence, patrol routes I'd learned protecting Ju-I. I pulled everything from my memory. Then I realized normal defection routes were impossible. As a former guard, if I went to the usual Tumen River or Yalu River crossings, I'd be caught immediately. The Security Bureau would focus surveillance there. Then where? Studying maps all night, I found one place. The Gamma Plateau. Early March on the Gamma Plateau meant minus 30 to 40 degrees. Snow and blizzards right now. That's why paradoxically it was safe. No one chooses the Gamma Plateau at this time. But dangerous. 5 people traveling together. Junseo was 5, Seoyeon barely 3. Mother was 61. Can we do it? Doubt crept in. But no other option. March 5th, another colleague disappeared. I heard by phone. This time family disappeared too. Hearing that news, I was certain. It's now or never. I called Miran. Honey, we leave the day after tomorrow. Miran's eyes widened. The day after tomorrow? That soon? No time. They'll come for us soon. Where are we going? Gamma Plateau. Miran's face went pale. Gamma Plateau? Now? It's minus 40 degrees. That's why it's safe. No one will watch that area. Long silence. Then Miran nodded. Okay, I'll prepare. March 6th, all preparations complete. I gathered money, clothes, emergency medicine, told the kids nothing. That evening, I looked at the Pyongyang skyline one last time. The lights outside the window. Born and raised there. Walked those streets thinking I was happy. But now I know. That was a lie. Real freedom wasn't in those lights. Miran came and stood beside me. No regrets? No. I have to protect our kids. That night, the whole family gathered for one last dinner. Mother prepared soybean paste stew and kimchi. Ordinary food, but that day it felt special. Are we going somewhere tomorrow? Junseo asked. Yeah, we're taking a long trip, I answered. Yay, a trip! Junseo was excited. That moment my heart ached. This child had no idea how dangerous this trip would be. 11 p.m. Everyone asleep. Only me awake. Tomorrow it begins. A life or death escape. Can we do it? Can we really survive? I was afraid, but no choice. One last look out the window. Goodbye, Pyongyang. Now we head toward freedom. Through minus 40-degree hell. March 7, 2024, 3 in the morning. D-Day was dawning. Couldn't sleep since the night before. Watching Miran sleep beside me. Thinking of the kids next door. My heart pounded. Is this really okay? Isn't there another way? But the answer was one. Stay here, our family's done. I quietly got up and went to the living room. Checked the backpack again. Clothes, emergency medicine, chocolate, crackers. Only the bare minimum. Too much would draw attention. And the most important thing, the foreign currency I'd saved working as a guard. About $5,000. A huge amount in North Korean money. Saved bit by bit over 8 years. We have to survive in China with this. And cover the cost to South Korea. 4 a.m. Miran woke up. Honey. Her voice trembled. I hugged her. It'll be okay. We can do this. Are we really going? It's not too late. Let's think again. Miran choked up. Miran, I got a call last night. From the guard command. Report tomorrow. Bring a medical certificate or there'll be trouble, I said. You know what that means? No time. Miran nodded, wiped her tears and stood. Okay, I'll wake the kids. We woke Junseo and Seoyeon. Kids, wake up. Remember we're going on a trip? A trip? Junseo rubbed his eyes. The 5-year-old still didn't understand. Yeah, we're going somewhere wonderful today. Mother woke too. My 61-year-old mother hadn't slept well, but her face showed resolve. Son, ready? Yes, Mother. We have to leave. 5 a.m. we left home. I looked around the apartment one last time. The Pyongyang apartment where we'd lived 15 years. The window overlooking the Taedong River, where Junseo and Seoyeon were born. We'll never come back. My heart hurt. Opening the door, we ran into the neighbor. Comrade Lee, where are you going so early? My heart nearly stopped. Ah, family trip. Leaving early. A trip? How nice. Travel safely. Fortunately, no suspicion. Thank you. I quickly headed down the stairs. Outside was still dark. About minus 15 degrees. I carried Junseo, Miran carried Seoyeon. Mother followed with bags. Cold. Junseo burrowed into my arms. Hang on a bit, son. We'll get somewhere warm soon. A lie. We were heading to a colder hell. I had a car prepared, told a friend I'd borrowed it. A lie, of course. I'd manipulated vehicle movement records using my guard status. Also dangerous, but no choice. I drove out of Pyongyang. 3 checkpoints. I showed my guard ID and they waved us through. Keep up the good work. Sorry, but we have to survive, I said silently. Pyongyang to Gama Plateau, 8 hours. But it took us 12. Had to go quietly, stay unnoticed. In the car, Junseo asked, Daddy, where are we going? To a wonderful mountain with lots of snow. Yay, I love snow. Junseo was happy. That moment, Miran and I locked eyes. Tears pooled in hers. We were lying to our children. Couldn't tell them how dangerous this was. Around 2 p.m., we reached Yangon province. Had to abandon the car here. To avoid vehicle tracking, we had to walk. I parked in a remote area. From here, we walk. Everyone ready? I asked. Mother nodded. Miran looked determined too. The kids just seemed excited. They didn't know yet. We shouldered our packs and started walking. Snow piled up to our knees. I carried Junseo on my back. Miran held Seoyeon. Mother followed with bags. Son, you okay? Mother asked, breathing hard. Too hard for a 61-year-old. Yes, Mother, just a bit more. An hour of walking. The sun began to set. Sunset came fast on the Gama Plateau, and the temperature started dropping. Minus 25, 30. Getting colder. I'm cold, Daddy. Junseo trembled. On my back, but the cold was unstoppable. Hang on, son. We can rest soon. But nowhere to rest. Just snowfields. Around 7 p.m. we found a small cave. Let's spend the night here. Inside the cave, no wind, but still cold. We laid out blankets and put the kids down. I'm hungry. Seoyeon whimpered. A 3-year-old who'd walked for hours in freezing cold. Of course. Miran gave them chocolate we'd brought. Eat just a little, Seoyeon. I'll give you better food tomorrow. Junseo ate the chocolate too. Normally he'd be happy, but his face looked too pale. Night deepened. Temperature dropped to minus 35. 5 family members huddled together but couldn't stop the cold. Mother was shivering. Mother, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Keep yourselves warm. But she couldn't be fine. A 61-year-old enduring this cold. That night couldn't sleep. The kids fell asleep from exhaustion, but adults stayed awake. If we fell asleep, we might freeze to death. Miran gripped my hand tight. Can we survive? We have to. For the kids. What if? What if we don't make it? Miran choked up. Don't think that. We're getting to South Korea. We have to give Junseo and Seoyeon freedom. 5 a.m. we set out again. Felt terrible waking the kids. Kids, wake up. Just a bit more. Junseo whimpered. Daddy, I can't go. Too cold. My heart was tearing. But we couldn't stop. Son, I'll carry you. Let's be strong. We walked again. A blizzard hit. Couldn't see ahead at all. But we couldn't stop. Around 10 a.m. finally saw the border. Upper Yalu River. The frozen river. That's China. I pointed. Cross there and we survive. But barbed wire at the border. And patrol guards. How do we get across? Miran asked. We wait for night. Cross in the dark. We hid and waited. Buried ourselves in snow, held our breath. Around 2 p.m., the patrol passed. 2 guards. Carrying guns? Just avoid them, I thought. 6 p.m., the sun set. Darkness fell. Time to move. Everyone ready? Absolutely no noise. I said. I carried Jun Seo on my back. Miran held Seo Yon. Mother followed me. Slowly, quietly, we approached the wire. I cut through with prepared pliers. Hands shaking, but I did it. Made an opening. Mother, you first. Mother went through the wire. Then Miran and Seo Yon. Finally me with Jun Seo. Now just cross the river. The frozen Yalu. Be careful. The ice could break, I warned. Step by step, carefully. Heard water beneath the ice. Terrifying. Halfway across, suddenly a shout from behind. Halt! The patrol. They'd spotted us. Run! I yelled. We ran like mad. I clutched Jun Seo, Miran held Seo Yon. Mother ran desperately. Bang, bang, gunshots. Mommy! Jun Seo burst into tears. It's okay, keep running. We crossed the river. Chinese soil. I looked back. The patrol stood on the far side. They didn't chase further. Can't cross the border. Did we survive? Miran asked, voice trembling. Yes, we survived. I said it, but didn't know if we'd truly survived. We'd reached Chinese soil, but this wasn't safe either. But one thing was certain. We'd left North Korea. We'd crossed the Guyama Plateau at minus 40 degrees. Jun Seo asked from my arms. Daddy, are we okay now? Yes, son. We're okay now. I hoped it wasn't a lie. We stepped onto Chinese soil, but couldn't relax. We have to hide. Chinese police patrol, I said urgently. We entered the forest away from the riverbank. Snow piled to our waists. My legs carrying Jun Seo sank deep into snow. Daddy, I'm cold. Jun Seo trembled. On my back, but his body felt ice cold. Hang on a bit, son. We'll get somewhere warm soon. But where? This was the Chinese border region. No people, no houses, just endless snowfields and forest. An hour of walking? Mother collapsed. Oh, can't go on. Mother! I rushed to support her. Her face was deathly pale, lips blue. I'm fine, son. Just need to rest a moment, Mother said weakly. But we couldn't rest here. Stop and we'd freeze. Mother, please hang on. I'll carry you. No, you're already carrying Jun Seo. How can you? It's okay. I can do it. I held Jun Seo in front, carried Mother on my back. Miran held Seo Yon. We started walking again. My body felt like lead, legs trembling, but couldn't stop. Around 10 p.m. we found a small shack. Looked abandoned. There, let's go in. I opened the door. Empty inside, but at least blocked the wind. We laid the kids on the floor. Jun Seo and Seo Yon both looked pale. Fingertips turned white. Frostbite. Kids, let me see your hands. Miran touched their hands and cried out. Their hands are frozen. I quickly started warming their hands. With my breath rubbing with my hands. It's okay, you'll be fine. Jun Seo whimpered. It hurts. My hands hurt. I'm sorry, son. Just hang on. Tears came, but I held them back. Seo Yon couldn't even cry. Just lay there, too exhausted. How hard for a 3-year-old. Mother sat in the corner. Mother, are you okay? She just nodded, but didn't look okay. That night, too, couldn't sleep. The cold, yes, but also fear of Chinese police coming. Around 4 a.m., sounds outside. Footsteps. Shh. I put my finger to my lips. Everyone held their breath. Footsteps came closer, then stopped at the door. Are we caught? My heart nearly burst. But the footsteps moved away. Whoever it was didn't come inside. Phew. A sigh of relief. Next morning, had to leave again. Stay here and we'd be discovered. Where do we go? Miran asked. We need to find a village. Find ethnic Korean compatriots. They can help. I'd heard North Korean defectors get help from ethnic Koreans in China. Same bloodline, so they help. But finding an ethnic Korean village wasn't easy. In this vast land, where to go? We walked all day. Through snow, forest, mountains. Evening came, finally saw smoke. A village. There's a village, Hope appeared, but had to approach carefully. If reported, it's over. An old woman stood at the village entrance. I approached cautiously. Excuse me. Do you speak Korean? She looked at me. Korean? Sure. I'm ethnic Korean. But who are you? What to say? She looked us over, then sighed quietly. You crossed over, didn't you? Crossed over. That's what they call defectors. Yes, that's right. Please help us. The kids are suffering. I knelt. She hesitated, then spoke. Oh dear, in this cold with kids. Come to my house first. Hurry. Tears came. Thank you, grandmother. Her house was a small rural home, but inside was warm. There was a stove. Come in quick. Warm the kids first. She sat Junseo and Seoyeon by the stove. The moment they sat in warmth, Junseo started crying. Daddy, my hands hurt. Yes, cry. It's okay. You'll warm up now. I hugged Junseo. The grandmother brought hot water. Drink this. It'll warm you up. Drinking that warm water, I felt alive. Miran bowed to the grandmother. Thank you so much. You saved our lives. Enough. Same blood, how could I not help? But what will you do? It's dangerous here too. Chinese police search for defectors. We want to go to South Korea, I said. The grandmother nodded. You should. You'll get caught here. But getting to South Korea isn't easy. Costs a lot of money. I have money. Please help us get there somehow. All right. I know someone. I'll connect you. But you have to hide here for a few days. Okay? Yes, grandmother. Thank you so much. That night we truly slept for the first time. In a warm room with the kids. Junseo fell asleep in my arms. Seoyeon slept in Miran's. Mother rested in the corner. We survived. It finally sank in. We'd crossed the Gama Plateau at -40 degrees. We'd crossed the frozen river hearing gunshots. All 5 family members survived. A miracle. I looked out the window. Snow was falling. Beyond that snow, North Korea. Pyongyang, the home where I lived. But can't go back now. We're defectors. Return means death. But it's okay. The kids gained freedom. I looked at Junseo's face, sleeping peacefully. This child will live in a free world now. Won't have to live a staged life like Kim Jue. Miran opened her eyes. Honey, yeah? We really survived. Yeah, we survived. What now? We go to South Korea. That's the only way. When we get to South Korea, can we really be free? We will be. I promise. Miran gripped my hand tight. Honey, thank you for protecting our family. I'm sorry for making it so hard. No, you saved us. You saved the kids too. That night we held each other, grateful to have survived. But the journey wasn't over. From China to South Korea a long way still, and Chinese soil wasn't safe either. Police could come any time. But one thing was certain. We wouldn't give up. We'd go all the way. Toward freedom. 3 days hiding at the grandmother's house. At dawn, sudden knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knock. My heart nearly stopped. Is it the police? Miran asked, voice trembling. The grandmother rushed us to the basement storage. Hide quick, don't make a sound. We went down. A dark, cramped space. 5 people squeezed in, voices above. The grandmother talking to someone. In Chinese, couldn't understand. Junseo was about to cry from fear. I quickly covered his mouth. Shh, you have to be quiet. About 10 minutes passed. The voices faded. Sound of a door closing. The grandmother came down later. They're gone. It was the police. The police? I asked. Yeah. Said they're searching for defectors. Luckily, they didn't find you, but you need to leave fast. They'll keep searching. That evening, we met the person the grandmother introduced. An ethnic Korean man in his 50s. This man helps defectors get to South Korea. Leave it to him, she said. The man looked at me. Want to go to South Korea? Yes. Got money? Yes. I showed him the dollars I'd prepared. He counted it and nodded. This'll work. But it's not easy. China to Mongolia to South Korea takes about 77 days. You'll hide in many places. 77 days, 2.5 months. That's fine. I'll do it. The kids are the problem. With kids, it's more dangerous. What if they cry? Miran stepped forward. I'll make sure they don't cry. I'll take responsibility. The man sighed. All right, but if you don't follow my orders, I'll leave you behind. Got it? Scary words, but I nodded. Understood. From the next day, real fugitive life began. The first safe house was a basement in an ethnic Korean farm. No windows. No sunlight. We spent 2 weeks there. Couldn't go outside during the day. Only came out briefly at night for air. Junseo asked, Daddy, how long do we stay here? Just a bit more, son. Hang on. But the child didn't know how long a bit was. Seoyeon got a fever. Coughed all night. Cough, cough. A 3-year-old coughing, constantly heart-wrenching. We need a hospital, Miran choked up. But we couldn't go. Hospitals would ask for ID. We were illegal residents. The farm owner got medicine. Try this. Can't go to a hospital. We gave her fever medicine, cooled her with wet towels. Thankfully, the fever broke after a few days. Seo-yeon, are you okay? Miran hugged her daughter and cried, I'm sorry, baby, for making it so hard. Mommy. Seo-yeon wiped Miran's tears with her little hand. Watching that brought tears. A 3-year-old suffering like this. 2 weeks later we moved. A factory warehouse this time. Machine noise was loud, but that noise covered our voices. We spent 3 weeks there. 5 people crammed in a dark, narrow warehouse. Mother grew very thin. Couldn't eat properly, no space to move. Mother, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. You take care of yourselves. Mother always said that. But a 61-year-old couldn't be fine. Swollen legs, back pain. One night, police sirens sounded outside the factory. We held our breath. Mommy. Junseo clung to Miran, terrified. Shh, you have to be quiet. Miran covered Junseo's mouth. The siren grew closer. My heart was bursting, but thankfully it passed. Wasn't coming for us. Phew. Everyone sighed in relief. Week 5, we moved again. A church basement this time. The pastor was ethnic Korean. Brothers and sisters, rest here. God will watch over you. Warm words, but reality was harsh. The basement was cold and damp. Still, the pastor brought food. Warm porridge. How hard you've been. Please eat. Watching Junseo and Seo-yeon eat porridge brought tears. These kids would have eaten much better food in Pyongyang, but they wouldn't have had freedom. The pastor asked, What did you do in North Korea? I was a guard. A guard, so you were an official. Why did you defect? I told him about Kim Ju-ae. How unhappy an 11-year-old was. How dangerous our family was. The pastor nodded. God's guidance. He led you here. Pastor, can we really get to South Korea? You can. I know a mission organization. They'll help. Hope appeared. Week 7, we met the mission people. South Koreans. Welcome. We'll get you to South Korea, they said. Really? We can really go to South Korea? Miran choked up. Yes, through Mongolia. About another month. A month. Just hang on a bit more. Week 10, we finally left China. Secretly traveled by car at night. Be careful. Lots of checkpoints, the driver said. We hid in the car, in the cargo area. Holding Junseo and Seo-yeon tight. Passed through 3 checkpoints. Heart bursting each time. But we made it through safely. Week 11, day 77, we finally arrived in Mongolia. This is Mongolia. You're safe now, the missionary said. Stepping on Mongolian soil, my knees buckled. We survived. Miran cried. Mother cried too. Junseo and Seo-yeon just looked at us, confused. Kids, we're safe now. The bad people won't come. I hugged them. We went to the South Korean embassy in Mongolia. There we received protection. Applying for defector status, an official asked. Yes, we'll verify your identity. What's your name? Lee Kang-min, former guard. The official's expression changed. A guard related to Kim Ju-ae? Yes. One moment. I'll report to my superiors. From that day, special investigation began. I told them everything I knew about Kim Ju-ae, North Korean power elite, the security system. Investigation took 2 weeks. Then finally approval came. South Korea entry approved. Congratulations. Hearing those words, tears poured out. 77 days of hellish fugitive life were over. We could really go to South Korea now, Junseo asked. Daddy, where are we going now? South Korea, a free country. You can do anything you want there. Really? Yes, really. Junseo smiled. A genuine smile I hadn't seen in so long. Late May 2024, we boarded a plane, heading to South Korea. I looked out the window, flying above clouds. North Korea down there somewhere. Pyongyang, where I lived, but can't go back now, and don't want to. We were flying toward freedom. Finally, May 28, 2024, we arrived at Incheon Airport. Stepping off the plane, my legs went weak. We're really here, really in South Korea. An airport official guided us. This way. You need special procedures. Special procedures meant National Intelligence Service investigation. Former guard defectors get different treatment than regular defectors. We went to the investigation room. Met 3 investigators. Mr. Lee Kang-min, correct? We heard you were a Kim Ju-ae guard. Yes, that's right. We have some questions. Will you cooperate? Of course. I'll tell you everything I know. From that day, investigation started. 8 hours daily for 2 weeks. They asked everything about Kim Ju-ae. Appearance, personality, health, daily life, education methods. Every detail. What kind of child is Kim Ju-ae really? I told the truth. An unhappy child. She's 11 but has no freedom. Everything's staged, controlled, monitored. Smiling, crying she needs permission for everything. The investigator nodded. What about the succession structure? It's not confirmed. I actually saw documents suggesting possible changes. That's why guards were being purged. So that's why you defected. Yes, my family was in danger. After investigation, we went to temporary housing. A government-provided apartment. Opening the door, I was amazed. A clean, warm home. 3 bedrooms. Wow, this is our house? Junseo ran around. Yes, our house, I answered. Seo-yeon was happy too. Mommy, I like it here. Miran looked at the kitchen and cried. Honey, this feels like a dream. Mother sat in the living room, looking out the window. Son, we're really in South Korea, right? Yes, Mother. Really. Your father would have been so happy to see this. Mother wiped tears. That evening, for the first time, our family ate South Korean food together. We ordered chicken. This is chicken. Junseo was amazed. Yeah, common food in South Korea. Junseo took a bite, eyes wide. Delicious. Seo-yeon said delicious too. Watching them, my heart swelled. These kids can now eat food like this freely. Next day, I went to a convenience store. A 24-hour store, fascinating. There's so much here. Miran was amazed. I know. Couldn't imagine this in North Korea. Ramen, snacks, drinks. Too many choices. In North Korea, we only ate what we got in rations. At the register, the clerk smiled warmly. Thank you. Just for buying something. Couldn't imagine that in North Korea. A month later, I started Korean language classes. Same language, but so many differences. Here we don't say comrade. We say friend, the teacher explained. Oh, I see. Hard to change habits. Junseo started kindergarten. Began mixing with South Korean kids. Daddy, I made a friend today, Junseo said excitedly. Really? What's his name? Minsu, we played together. Watching Junseo play with friends nearly brought tears. This child freely making friends, laughing, playing. A few months later, media interview requests came. Word got out I was a former Kim Ju-ae guard. Will you do an interview? The contact person asked. I thought hard. An interview would fully expose my identity. North Korea would find out too. But I decided, I'll do it. Why? Because the truth needs to be known. How unhappy Kim Ju-ae is. What North Korea's power elite are like. People need to know. The interview was anonymous. Face blurred, voice altered. What kind of child is Kim Ju-ae? The reporter asked. An unhappy child. She's 11 but has no freedom. Like a puppet being controlled. Smiling, speaking everything staged. Is her succession confirmed? No. There's actually possibility of change. That's why guards became at risk. The interview aired. The response was huge. Is this real? Kim Ju-ae is that unhappy? North Korea is truly frightening. But North Korea responded too. Traitor. Liar. All kinds of accusations poured out. It's okay. I just told the truth. Fall 2024, I started a new job. Working at an organization helping defectors settle. Why do you want this work? The interviewer asked. Because I was helped. Now I want to help others. Junseo entered elementary school, getting along well with South Korean kids. Daddy, we learned about unification at school today. Yeah? What did you learn? That South and North Korea used to be one country, and we should become one again. Right. That's how it should be. You're from North Korea, Daddy. Do you want to go back to your hometown? My heart ached. Yeah. I'd like to, but can't go now. But when we reunify someday, let's go together. Really? Promise? Yes, promise. Winter came. Snow fell on Seoul streets. Junseo and Seo-yeon saw the snow and got excited. Wow, snow. The snow we saw on Gama Plateau was terrifying. Seoul's snow was beautiful. Kids, let's make a snowman, Miran said. We made a snowman together. As a family, that moment I realized, this is happiness. That evening at home, sitting in the warm room, I turned on the TV. News showed North Korea. Kim Ju-ae did another public activity. The child on screen was smiling, but I know. That smile isn't real. Ju-ae, I hope you gain freedom someday too. Mother sat beside me. Son, no regrets? About what? Defecting. It was hard. No regrets, Mother. Actually, I'm grateful. Our family gained freedom. Yes, your father in heaven must be happy. I looked out the window. The Seoul skyline sparkled, much brighter than Pyongyang. But the real difference wasn't the lights. It was freedom. Here I can say what I want. Go where I want. The kids can play freely with friends. That was the biggest difference. Miran came over and took my hand. Honey, thank you. For what? For protecting our family. For bringing us here. I'm grateful too. For being with me. We held each other tight. 2024 was ending. 8 months since defecting. There are still many things hard to adjust to. South Koreans speak differently. Culture's different. But it's okay. We'll learn slowly. What matters is we're free. Our kids don't have to live staged lives like Kim Ju-ae. Sometimes I think of people we left in North Korea. My colleagues, friends. How are they doing? Were they purged? Did they become at risk after I defected? I'm sorry. And I pray that they'll gain freedom someday too. That North Korea will change. That children like Kim Ju-ae won't be unhappy anymore. And that unification will come someday. Then I'll go to Pyongyang myself. See the home where I lived. See the Taedong River. I'll show Junseo and Seoyeon. This is where Daddy was born, where your grandfather lived. And if I meet Kim Ju-ae, I want to tell her, you can be free now. You can live how you want. I wait for that day. For now, here in South Korea, I'll live freely, with my family, helping other defectors. That's what I can do, as a former guard defector, as someone who saw Kim Ju-ae spread the truth, give help, share hope. Winter 2024, Seoul apartment. I'm eating a warm dinner with my family, Junseo laughing, Seoyeon running around, Miran happy, mother at peace. This is freedom. This is what we risked our lives for. Crossing the Gama Plateau at minus 40 degrees, enduring 77 days of fugitive life. Finally, we got it. No regrets. If I could choose again, I'd do the same. Because nothing's more precious than freedom. Everyone, don't take freedom for granted. Freedom isn't free. Someone risked their life for it. Cherish it. And remember the people still in North Korea. They dream of freedom too, like we did. When unification comes someday, I hope they too can enjoy this freedom. Until that day, I'll do my part here. Not as guard Lee Kang-min, but as defector Lee Kang-min. As free Lee Kang-min. Thank you.